I'm Hannah McCoy, and I'm presenting my multi-genre portfolio project on Taylor Momsen for the Leadership Project in Miss Mackenzie's Honors English class. This is an interesting project because I believe that leadership is a very subjective term and may not be explainable to someone else why you call someone a leader. Because anyone that feels the need to call someone their leader, there would be a very personal connection between them, and the qualities that make them a leader is very subjective in the response that someone would have to them. I believe that Taylor Momsen is a leader because she had the courage to go outside the bounds of what society wanted her to be and what her fans thought she was, and she was rebellious enough to and had the independence to go beyond that and show her true self to the world. That being said, let's present my portfolio. I chose this album cover to present my portfolio because it honestly was the creepiest that I could find, and Taylor Momsen is a metalhead, so I thought it was appropriate. This is my reflective cover letter for the portfolio, and it basically summarizes my favorite piece and why I liked it, and my weakest piece and why it was hard to write and everything like that, and I'll talk about that when I get to those pieces. This is my research essay on Taylor Momsen, and my thesis statement was, Taylor Momsen is a woman of passion, rebelliousness, talent, and perseverance. This is my memoir, my 1-minute memoir, and it is a description of just maybe a 1 or 2 minute period of Taylor Momsen's first rock concert, which was the White Stripes. And it was really, this is my favorite piece, and it's because it was really easy to write for me because I've been to many concerts, so I can really describe it in detail. The dialogue piece, this is really hard to write because even though I've watched so many interviews of Taylor and I kind of feel like I know her more now learning about her, it was kind of awkward to write her words because all of them sound like me when I read it, so it was just a little hard to write. This is my found poem. I thought this was my weakest piece just because the article wasn't really relevant to Taylor's life because she doesn't see herself as a leader, part of why I think she is. I mean, this is just a poem about leadership, so it's relevant, and this is just a quote from Taylor Momsen. But I made it pretty, so it was fun. And then here I have 2 tickets to Pretty Reckless concert at the Electric Ballroom in London. And this is what I made to look out to be a journal of hers writing one of her songs, Light Me Up, which is on her album that she released in 2010. Yes, and it was pretty easy for me to write because I really know this process since I'm a songwriter myself. So, and this is pretty much how my songs usually look, a lot of scribbles. And this is my representation of Taylor Momsen's change. This is Taylor Momsen as most of her fans know her, as they know her in Cindy Lou Who in The Grinch when she was about 7, and then many know her as Jenny Humphrey on Gossip Girl. This is when she never dressed herself or did her own makeup. Sweet Taylor. This is the real Taylor, and she loves metal, has always grown up with the White Stripes and Iron Maiden and all the classic rockers, mostly male singers, and yeah, this is her true self when she wants to dress herself, and she started her band, The Pretty Reckless. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty good representation of the evolution of Taylor Momsen. And this is an example of a poster, which is it's in Montreal with the Parlor Mob at the Metropolis Theatre. And these are my author's notes. So this just talks about a little bit about each piece, just like I just did. And so, and now I'm supposed to go back and read my 1-minute memoir. It's insufferably hot. I feel sweat plastering my shirt to my skin, not all of it mine. I can't move. As small as I am, I'm tightly wedged in from all sides, just like all the other fans. As the dim track lighting begins to fade overhead and the crowd shuffles and squirms in anticipation, I feel my father's firm but comforting hand grip my shoulder to keep me close. I'm about a foot shorter than everyone else in the venue, being only 10 years old, but I can see the stage just fine from near the front of the crowd where I had weaseled my way through the packed bodies. I scoff in contempt at those choosing to sit in the stands. Finally, the audience lighting blacks out, the stage illuminates with the glow of multicolored spotlights, and my ears burst with the overwhelming sound of 1,000 voices in full shriek, my own high-pitched squeal joining the fray. I feel the adrenaline pumping all through me, and I can hardly keep from shaking and leaping in the suspense. The bold colors of the flashing lights and the almost painful tingling of excitement in my gut have me feeling like I'm in a dream. Then, after what seems like an eternity, Jack White and his Stripes enter from either side of the stage, and the fans go from ecstatic to frantic to downright hysterical. I'm a little nervous as the crowd presses in on me, feeling like a piece of coal being rapidly compressed into a diamond. I'm just starting to panic that I'm going to fall and be trampled and suffocated when I feel my father's hands once again come to the rescue. Suddenly, above the roaring din of the crowd, a deep, resonant power chord blares through the wall of speakers, the distortion making my ears ring and my gut rumble with the bass. I can already tell that my adrenaline will be satisfied. I learned a lot about Taylor Momsen, more than I ever thought I would, and I really enjoyed this project because I don't often do that, just go and search deep into the lives of the musicians that I fangirl over. But it was really interesting to see what kind of person she is and to really see why I think she would be a leader to me. Yeah, okay, that's all.